There's a number that determines whether you'll retire comfortably or struggle in your 60s. Most Americans don't know what it is, and the ones who do are almost always ahead of the ones who don't. The number is called your FI number, your financial independence number. And once you know it, everything about how you save and invest becomes clear. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to calculate your FI number, why the rule of 25 is the key to understanding it, and what you need to save every month to hit it, no matter how old you are right now. Let's start with the fundamental question. How much money do you need to never have to work again? The answer comes from a landmark study called the Trinity study, published in 1998 by researchers at Trinity University in Texas. They analyzed decades of stock market and bond data to figure out if a retiree withdraws a fixed percentage of their portfolio every year, what's the maximum withdrawal rate that will last at least 30 years without running out of money? Their answer, 4%. If you withdraw no more than 4% of your investment portfolio every year, your portfolio has a very high probability of lasting 30 years or more, even through recessions, market crashes, and high inflation periods. This 4% number is now called the safe withdrawal rate, and it gives us the rule of 25. The rule of 25 says, multiply your annual expenses by 25. That's how much you need invested to retire. Here's why the math works. If you have 25 times your annual expenses invested and you withdraw 4% per year, you withdraw exactly your annual expenses, and your investments grow enough to replenish what you took out. Let's make this concrete. If you spend $40,000 per year, you need 40,000 times 25, which is $1 million invested to retire safely. If you spend $60,000 per year, you need $1.5 million. If you spend $80,000 per year, you need $2 million. If you spend $100,000 per year, you need $2.5 million. Now pause. Look at that list. Your spending level directly determines how much you need to save. This means one of the most powerful things you can do to retire earlier is reduce your annual expenses, because it lowers the finish line. Let's talk about how to actually get there. The average American household spends about $60,000 per year. That means the average household needs $1.5 million to retire. The average American between the ages of 35 and 44 has about $45,000 saved for retirement. Between 45 and 54, it's about $250,000. Between 55 and 64, it's about $400,000. None of those numbers are close to 1.5 million. That gap is terrifying, but it's also solvable if you act now and understand the math of compound interest. Here's what you actually need to save per month to hit $1.5 million, depending on how old you are when you start. I'm assuming a 7% average annual return, which is the historical average of the S&P 500 after inflation. If you're 25, save about $700 per month for 40 years. You'll hit $1.5 million at 65. If you're 30, save about $1,000 per month for 35 years. If you're 35, save about $1,500 per month for 30 years. If you're 40, save about $2,200 per month for 25 years. If you're 45, save about $3,400 per month for 20 years. Look at that progression carefully. Every 5 years you wait, your required monthly savings jumps by roughly 50%. This is why financial advisors sound like broken records about starting early. It's not motivation talk. It's the irreversible math of time. The most important thing you can do right now, if you haven't already, is open a retirement account and put money in it today. Not next week, today. There are two main types of tax-advantaged retirement accounts in the United States. The 401k is offered by your employer. Contributions come out of your paycheck before taxes, reducing your taxable income now. In 2026, you can contribute up to $23,000 per year. If your employer offers a match, which most do, typically 3 to 6% of your salary, contribute at minimum enough to get the full match. That's free money. There is no rational reason not to take it. The IRA, Individual Retirement Account, is an account you open yourself, independent of your employer. You can contribute up to $7,000 per year in 2026. There are two versions. The traditional IRA gives you a tax deduction now and taxes withdrawals in retirement. The Roth IRA gives no tax deduction now but grows tax-free, and withdrawals in retirement are completely tax-free. For most people in their 20s and 30s who expect to earn more in the future and thus be in a higher tax bracket in retirement, the Roth IRA is the better choice. The optimal order is usually contribute to 401k up to employer match first, then max out Roth IRA, then go back and contribute more to 401k if you have money left. Now let's talk about what to invest in. This is where most beginners overthink. They try to pick individual stocks. They watch CNBC. They chase trends. Here's what the data says. Most professional fund managers fail to beat a simple S&P 500 index fund over 10 years. And they're paid millions of dollars and have teams of analysts. You are not going to consistently beat the market by picking stocks. The simplest, most proven strategy for long-term wealth building is this. Buy a low-cost S&P 500 index fund every single month, automatically, regardless of what the market is doing. Reinvest dividends. Don't sell when it drops, just keep buying. This is called dollar-cost averaging. You buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when prices are high. Over time, your average cost per share stays favorable. Over 20 or 30 years, you participate in the full growth of the American economy. Fidelity and Vanguard both offer S&P 500 index funds with expense ratios below 0.05%. That means for every $10,000 invested, you pay $5 per year in fees. Compare that to actively managed mutual funds that charge 1 to 2% per year, fees that compound against you the same way interest compounds for you. Let me bring this back to your FI number. Calculate it right now. Add up your monthly expenses. Multiply by 12 to get your annual spending. Multiply that by 25. That's your retirement target. Then figure out how much you're currently saving per month toward retirement. Using the numbers I gave you, figure out how many years that puts you away from your target. Most people who do this exercise for the first time feel one of two things: either shock at how far they are from their target, or surprise at how close they are if they just increase their savings rate modestly. Either way, knowing the number changes everything. You stop guessing, you start tracking, and tracking almost always leads to progress. Subscribe for weekly videos on the real math of building wealth. No hype, no get-rich-quick promises, just the numbers and strategies that actually work over time. I'll see you in the next one.